Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's MrScaryMuffin here, right back at you with another Thoughts Talk and TF2. I apologize for missing last week's episode. I got a little bit busy. Basically, I was working a lot of overtime, and then that pushed a lot of my evening hijinks over to the weekend, which then, filled up really, really fast, and I really just didn't have any time to do anything else whatsoever. I'm going to try this weekend actually to record a couple of Thoughts Talk and TF2 episodes ahead of time so that we'll have those on the buffer, on the backlog a little bit, but we'll see. I'm saying no pressure on myself to do the videos on time anymore, but I will try whenever I can, and I hope you guys will enjoy. Anyways, this week is one of the promised Loadout videos, and I immediately thought about using the short circuit since it was recently buffed and then recently re-nerfed a little bit. This video clip is from when the short circuit was still buffed and before the re-nerf. The big difference between the one I'm using right now and the one that's in the game is that when a projectile is destroyed, it uses up a little bit more ammo, uses 15 instead of just the little drain going down. And it does make a little bit of difference. You can't just run into somebody and hold down the trigger, but I think doing it armed with a shotgun is probably going to be just as good. The main reason is if you spam and click and hold the short circuit against a demo or a soldier, they really only have 4 shots, which will take up 60 ammo. And if they shoot all 4 shots before you run out of ammo, then you can just pull out your shotgun and finish them off while they pull out their melee or pull out their secondary and attempt to shoot. Well, for the demo man, going for the stickies after trying to direct pill you is probably not going to buy them that much time. At this point, you're probably going to be like a scout in their face, so they'll probably just pull out their melee. Whereas the soldier, of course, like dealing with a pyro, will probably almost immediately pull out their shotgun if they're aware of you being around. Or, unless if they're like me and I'm using a backpack, in which case then I don't have a shotgun. And I'm just screwed. But Loadout is shotgun on primary, regular shotgun, and short circuit on secondary, and I'm using Gunslinger here because we're on a 5 CP push map, and the Gunslinger doesn't really flow that well with the short circuit, mainly because if I want to continue spamming sentries, I need to know where the ammo are. Thankfully, the map itself, this one we're on 5 Gorge push, there is a lot of ammo everywhere. There's a lot of 100 packs, there's a couple of 200 packs around, and so I'm constantly able to top off, and you'll see that I basically, as I move through the map, I plan to hit as many ammo packs as I can along the way and just claim them as my own. And of course, anywhere where I think the team would fall back and need ammo, I would throw down the dispenser when I can. I also tried setting up the teleporters, but those weren't super high on the list, and it only makes a really big difference when you're pushing for the mid cap or pushing out of mid towards 4th. I think those are the big times where you want to get your heavy hitters there really quickly. But you don't always have time to set up a teleporter there, though. So the shotgun, I opted to use a shotgun instead of Frontier Justice. My usual loadout, if I'm using Gunslinger, by the way, is Frontier Justice pistol and then Gunslinger. And the reason is because the sentries I plan on destroying, or just they're gonna be destroyed constantly, which means I should be constantly fed assist crits or kill crits from the mini sentry into my Frontier Justice. But I don't want to use the Frontier Justice. Like, I like to save my crits, and also the Frontier Justice only got 3 shots anyways. So I usually use my pistol, and I just spam pistol everywhere, and I just chip damage. I either help my sentry take people down, or I just help other people chip damage. I don't lone wolf that much as an engineer. I would maybe sneak flank around people and throw down a sentry where they wouldn't expect, but then I would find teammates and join with them and help them with their fights, and that's the crucial idea. In this loadout, though, with the shotgun and short circuit, I'm purposely hunting down like solo soldiers and demos, which can happen quite a lot, especially on pub, because they will be jumping in on people, and in general they'll be in the thick of things trying to get huge splash damage on people. And in this instance, instead of using a pistol to chip damage, I can use the short circuit kind of like a shield. and just keep people off the heavies and just charge people and just protect large groups of people from rollers and all that kind of stuff. But with the shotgun and the short circuit, a lot of times I am dropping the sentry somewhere and forgetting about it. And whenever I get ammo, I will throw down a new sentry a little bit forward and forget about it. You know, anytime it's destroyed, I'll think about putting it down. But for the most part, I'm conserving my ammo for the short circuit because I pretty much need all 200 ammo to deal with a soldier or a demo man. And when I'm just like running at them and just spamming the short circuit. And of course, the shotgun has the most shot out of all the possible shotguns. I mean, I could try Rescue Ranger. I think Rescue Ranger wouldn't be that bad if you were using a full sentry, like a regular sentry, building with the Jag or something. You could possibly go Rescue Ranger, Wrangler, and then regular sentry gun with any of the other wrenches. But I feel, well, you know, you can use that, and I think a lot of competitive will use that. You really just have no options for actually doing damage outside of your sentry in that regard. You're fully relying on your team to do damage, and you have to use your sentry and your Wrangler to help, and your melee to deal with spies, really. And it's not bad. I mean, a lot of competitive players use that. I've tried shooting the Rescue Ranger. It's very difficult to shoot with. Because it is like a fast projectile, or like a medium fast. It's not even like slow or fast projectile, but it is a projectile shooting weapon, and so it's a little bit awkward to use. Almost as awkward as like using the Machina when you first jump from using the sniper rifle to the Machina, because the Machina is not a hit scan weapon, it's like a projectile tracer weapon kind of thing. Anyways, the other thing that you could do, I mean, you could try Frontier Justice, but I think using shotgun is the best bet, especially against soldiers who then pull out their shotguns. You want to have equal shots against them, and if you're not if you're like me and you're not like a super good shot, it's nice to have extra bullets as well. And a lot of times, you know, you will be flanking people with this loadout. The idea is to get behind them and like pump 2 shots in their back, or if it is a demo man, you pump 1 shot, switch over to a short circuit, and then just start zapping them, tasing them, bro, in the butt. And yeah, so that's generally how I've been using the loadout. The extra health, of course, gained from the gunslinger definitely helps as well. And for the most part, I'm not really bothering to set up teleports too much. And yeah, like I said before, just setting up the teleports to hit mid, maybe push over to fourth. For the most part, I'm just concerned about getting the ammo, killing people, grabbing their ammo, and then pushing forward with that. Ultimately, I think the short circuit has been nerfed, and the intention behind it is probably to use it as a defensive weapon. Basically, instead of the Wrangler to shield your sentry gun, you leave it to rapid fire and you just spam the short circuit on top of your dispenser in order to prevent any projectiles from destroying your stuff. I think it would be a very strong defensive weapon as long as the engineer is aware. I can see maybe on Gold Rush 2nd, it would be pretty great. But yeah, anyways guys, I'll let you guys go now. I think the map ended with a rock to vote, so we don't even see the ending. But I will catch you guys next time. Until then, everybody take care. Bye bye now.
Okay, I'm not gonna type it. Any last word?